Hare Krishna. We continue reading from teachings of Queen Kunti. These are the beautiful prayers which Kunti Maharani speaks. They come in the Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on prayer number 8, let there be calamities. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 25. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated births and deaths. So we are reading from the purport by Srila Prabhupada. It's a beautiful, beautiful purport. And so we have been reading the purport, and I'll continue from the point we left off yesterday. So a devotee, however, is never disturbed by dangers, reverses, or calamities. Rather, he welcomes them because he is a surrendered soul. He knows that both dangers and festivals are but different demonstrations of Krishna, who is absolute. So a devotee, he is thinking, oh, I'm in this dangerous position. Let me use this position, this situation, to take deeper shelter of Krishna. Let me use this to come closer to Krishna. Uses it as a stepping stone towards his journey, in his journey towards Krishna. That's how he welcomes any situation, whether it is, as Prabhupada is saying, danger or festival. When he's unhappy, he says, let me use this as an impetus to take deeper shelter of Krishna. And when he's happy, then he gives all the credit to Krishna. So in the Shastra, the Vedic literature, it is said that religion and irreligion, which are complete opposites, are merely the front portion and back portion of God. But is there any difference between God's front and God's back? God is absolute, and therefore a devotee, either in opulence or in danger, is undisturbed, knowing that both of these are Krishna. So a truly surrendered devotee, he knows that not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Lord. He's totally understood the potency of the Lord. He understands the position of the Lord, that he's absolute. So because he understands the position of the Lord, he is not disturbed whether there is good things happening to him or whether he is or bad things happening, because he's already understood, and he is his relationship with Krishna is revived. His relationship with Krishna is revived. He knows Krishna is my best friend. Krishna is my best friend. He knows what is the best for me. The devotee has that firm faith. Krishna, you have a better plan. I may not understand your plan. I may not understand it, but you have a better plan than me. When a devotee is in danger, he thinks, now Krishna has appeared before me as danger in his form of Nishimadev. The Lord was dangerous to the demon Hiranyakashipu, but the same Nishimadev was the supreme friend to the devoted Prahlad Maharaj. Now, Lord Nishinga's form is really, really very ferocious. Imagine if Lord Nishingadev was supposed to come in front of us, what would happen to us? It's a huge form. It's not that it's like on our eye level. No, Lord Nishingadev is very, very big, almost reaching to the clouds, and half man, half lion, with the claws and the teeth and the ferocious roar. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So Hiranyakashipu, he got killed, but Prahlad Maharaj saw, this is my lovable, worshipable God. My lovable, worshipable God. So God is never dangerous to the devotee, and the devotee is never afraid of dangers because he is confident that the danger is but another feature of God. Why should I be afraid? The devotee thinks. I am surrendered to him. So this is complete surrender to the Lord, complete firm faith in the Lord, that whatever is happening to me is the Lord is taking care of me. Whatever it is, I'm in the lap of my Supreme Lord. I'm at the lotus feet of my Supreme Lord. He understands nothing can happen without the sanction of the Lord. And he knows that the Lord is my best friend. And so he is not going to harm me. He is not going to harm me. He has the best interest in mind for me. Therefore, Kunti Devi says, Vipada Shantu, let there be calamities. Vipada Shantu ta Shaswat. Let all those calamities happen again and again. Because she knows how to remember Krishna at times of danger, she's welcoming danger. My dear Lord, she says, I welcome danger. I welcome dangers because when dangers come, I can remember you. Like devotees, when you ask them, oh, when was the best rounds that you chanted? Some of them will say, when I was like really, there was a huge earthquake and that's the best rounds I've ever chanted, or when they were faced by some dangerous situation, they were able to take deep shelter of the Lord. So in that mood, Kunti Maharani is saying, when we are having this, when all these dangerous situations was there, I took deep shelter of you. I can remember you at that time. When Prahlad Maharaj's father was putting him into dangerous predicaments, Prahlad was always thinking of Krishna. So if we are put into a dangerous position, and that danger gives us an impetus to remember Krishna, that is welcome. Oh, I am getting this opportunity to remember Krishna. Why is this welcome? It is welcome because seeing Krishna or remembering Krishna means advancing in spiritual life so that we will not have to suffer any more of these dangers. So that we will not have to suffer anymore. Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti so Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita 4.9. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that if one becomes advanced in Krishna consciousness, the result will be that after giving up the body, tyaktva deham, one will not have to take birth again in this material world. Punarjanma naiti. This is to be desired. So the more we remember Krishna, we get attached to Krishna, we become Krishna conscious, then what happens? We do not need to come to this material world again. You do not need Krishna. That's Krishna's promise. That's Krishna's promise that after you give up this body, you don't need to come back again. You come back to the spiritual world. You come back to my eternal abode. Suppose I'm very comfortable at the present moment. My body may be comfortable, but there will be death and then another birth. After giving up my present body, if I get the body of a cat or a dog, what is the meaning of my comfortable position? So Prabhupada is saying, okay, sure, right now I might be really, really comfortable. I have no suffering. That's okay, but I have to give up this comfortable position at the point of death. And in the next life, I don't know where will I be. I may be a cat or a dog. Then where is the comfort gone? That means that comfort was just temporary for that time. So, but then right now I'm the body of a cat or dog. What am I doing? I'm suffering. So death is sure. And after death, one must surely accept another body. I can't say, no, I can't die. I'm not going to die. No matter what we do, how much medical advancement or material comforts, we have to give up the body. Death is sure. And once we leave this body, we have to take up another body. We have to. That is the law. We may not know what kind of body we shall get, but we can know from the Shastra, the Vedic literature. The Shastra says that according to our particular mentality, we will get a particular kind of body. So we are already building our future body or bodies by our thoughts, by our actions, by our words. What is my consciousness right now? Based on that, I am preparing my next body. So although I may be in a comfortable position, if I keep myself in the mentality of a dog, I shall get my next life as a dog. Therefore, what is the value of this comfortable position? So what are my thoughts? What is my mentality? What is my desires? If my desires are dog-like, then Mother Nature will say, oh, you will be able to fulfill your desires better in the body of a dog. You do not need the body of a human being then. So therefore, what is the value of this comfortable position? I may be in a comfortable position for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, or at the most 100 years. Yet, when I give up this body, my mentality causes me to become a cat or a dog or a mouse. What is the benefit of this comfortable position? But people do not consider this. They think, especially in the present age, I am now in a comfortable position. I have enough money and a good estate. I have ample efforts and good food. When this body is finished, I am not going to take birth again. So long as I'm living, let me enjoy life. This is the modern philosophy of hedonism, but it does not correspond to the facts. Well, I may think that I'm not going to take another birth again. Right now, I'm the queen of the world, or I'm the king of the world. So I'm going to enjoy it to the best of the ability. And anyways, who knows whether there is next life or no, or I don't believe there's a next life, but that is my belief. My beliefs do not make something as a fact. What I believe in may not correspond to the facts, as Prabhupada is saying. The fact is a fact. I cannot change the truth based on my beliefs. I may not believe in the law of gravity, but it's a fact, it exists. My belief or not in it, it continues to exist, doesn't change the fact. So that is the proposition. So we should change our mentality. We are creating our future bodies. So we should change our mentality, try to get a spiritual body once we give up this body. That should be our aim, to get a spiritual body after we give up this material body. And how do we do that? Continue by hearing and chanting. Begins all by hearing and chanting. Just hearing and chanting about Krishna. From Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And our mentality will change. Then we will have the desire to get a spiritual body. Then after we give up this body, we can go to the spiritual world and enjoy eternally in our true original position. Is that all right? Any questions or comments? Or anyone wanted to add anything? If no, then we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for joining in and listening in. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. Krishna.